Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make classic bechamel sauce. Today, I'll be teaching you how to make one of the classic mother sauces of French cuisine, though it is debatable whether this originates in France or in Italy. Either way, this sauce is delicious. The basic sauce only requires 6 simple ingredients: butter, flour, milk, salt, and either black or white pepper, and a little bit of nutmeg. Now, there are variations of this sauce. One of the most popular is to add in minced shallot. Another popular variation that you find more in Italian cuisine is to add in grated Parmesan cheese. A basic bechamel starts by melting a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter in a saucepan over low heat. If you wanted to add shallots to your bechamel, you would saute those in the melted butter for about 3 to 5 minutes until softened. But we're not doing that. We're keeping this a very basic bechamel sauce. Once that's melted, we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour to create a white roux. Increase the heat to medium, and you're going to whisk this in and let it cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, just to cut the flavor of that flour a little bit. Then we're going to pour in 2½ cups of whole milk. We're going to whisk this in and bring it to a simmer. Whisk this constantly as it heats, and then just as it comes to a simmer, it'll thicken up. The standard sauce should be just thick enough that it coats the back of a spoon, which makes this perfect for something like pasta. If you want a thicker sauce to go over something like asparagus or into a lasagna, it's easy to alter the recipe. I'll put those measurements on the screen as well as on my website. Or you can also make a thinner bechamel sauce. Now, the last step is to season this. You'll want to add in a pinch of nutmeg, and then a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, and stir that in. The advantage of using white pepper over black pepper is that there won't be any black flecks. They have a slightly different flavor profile, but either will work in this recipe. Then, if you wanted to make this a cheesy bechamel, you'd stir in ½ cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese until melted. And now you know how to make a classic bechamel sauce, also known as simply white sauce. It's super easy, super versatile, and this recipe is super easy to scale either up or down depending on what you're making. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description, as well as a link to my website where you can find answers to frequently asked questions. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow, and check out the rest of my videos where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. See you later.